Here's video part 2 for the 1964 RCA Victor CTC-16 color television. And we've got all the new parts installed now. Chassis restoration is essentially complete. We got the new .047 line cap installed, the new 1.7 amp circuit breaker, and the new electrolytic capacitors, which have been installed into the existing cans. So we have a nice original look underneath, and we got new parts. One other thing to be on the lookout for on these sets is deteriorating terminal strips, like this right here. Those deteriorate because of the extreme heat generated by those power resistors. They get super hot and they'll burn those things away. So that's kind of proof that this set didn't see too many hours throughout its lifetime. We also have the tube type 3.58 megacycle crystal. Here's the delay line. May 11th, 1964. So this thing's essentially complete. All the potentiometers are cleaned. Tuner just needs to be cleaned, and we should pretty much be ready to give it a test run. As for the mechanical portion, we've got the band straps for the CRT, because obviously that's removed. The reason that's removed is because the CRT had a little bit of a problem. Deteriorating lens seal, and it accumulates oil at the bottom of the cabinet here. So that needs to be cleaned with hot water, because that's basically a highly viscous oil down there. So here it is, the 21FBP22. I have it supported in a cardboard barrel with some furniture blankets. It's 18 inches in diameter. It works great for supporting the CRT safely face up. But take a look. Look at all this oil here. Very typical. And a lot of times with these 21FBP22s, you'll see kind of a haze around the perimeter of the screen. That's because that oily, deteriorating lens seal turns into a kind of a gas, and the vapor accumulates on the inside. But when you flip the TV face down, the gravity obviously works with you, and it takes all the oil that accumulates at the bottom and it just pools in the center of the screen. So obviously that needs to be addressed. The lens seal here, which is a very pliable rubber, really isn't defective or you know, beyond its usable life. That just simply comes off. Clean it good with hot soapy water, and then I use a rubber renew chemical. Kind of treats the rubber and kind of gives it a new life. So like I said, it's still nice and flexible. They always are. You don't see these dry rotted. It's the original tube, 1964 RCA date code. And the nice thing about working on a 21FBP22 is that it's not a bonded lens. That's the difference between a 21FBP22 and a 21FJP22. The FJP has the bonded lens, which you'll see cataracts on. So these essentially are much easier to service, but they both have their shortcomings. So I'm going to take this lens off real quick. I don't know if you could see this. Just take it off like that. Nothing to it. And now we have it with the face down, and here's all the oily residue. Simply just pull this lens seal right off and clean it up. And here's the face of the CRT. Here's the oily residue. Actually, it kind of has the viscosity, I'm going to say, like gear lube, like 80W90. That's about exactly what the viscosity is close to. Has no odor though. So that's pretty much it. This gets cleaned up. I'll bring this upstairs into my garage and use some hot water and clean the cabinet up a little bit. And we should be in good shape. And also to note, this vacuum gets heavy use throughout TV restorations. It's a 1963 Electrolux Model G. I've had that thing for about 12 years. Never failed me. So the next video will be the TV all put together, and we'll go from there.